This is KUGAN CASSIUS for Eiffel TV in association with McKenzie in Marbella. We're at the Landmark Hotel for the announcement of Friday Night Lights, 24th of July at Wembley Arena.
That's the one.
With me I've got promoter Frank Warren. Frank, first of all, what great chances is for Frank Buglioni against Fedor Chudinov?
Well, it's like a Cinderella story, isn't it? You know, he's fighting the guy that went to Germany, was an underdog and beat Felix Sturm. We managed to get him over here, so the WBA super middleweight title's on the line, and Frank, I think, has got an excellent chance of taking that title. He's got everything going for him. He's got home advantage, he's got the whole thing, so fingers crossed he can do the business.
Obviously, you know, as far as we was aware, there was a rematch on the cards between Frank Buglioni and Lee Markham. So can you just tell me the turnaround of events that sort of led into this world title shot?
Well, the fact that Fedor Chudinov won the title against Sturm. I work a lot with Ladd, his manager, and I said, you want to come over here? It was very expensive to get him here, but that's what we've done, and we've got him here, so it's great for Frank.
Obviously, it's undoubtedly a great opportunity for Frank, but in your opinion, he's fully ready for a world title shot?
Well, listen, you know, fight for a world title, this is the one to be fighting for, you know, and that's my opinion. You know, he's not had a lot of experience shooting off as a pro. Frank's had more fights than him. You know, he's a tough guy, he's a decent fighter, but I think that if Frank can win this fight based upon one thing, he's got to be disciplined. If he loses his discipline and starts fighting with his heart rather than his head, then he's going to want him to tear up with the guy, and he doesn't need to do that. If he can be disciplined, and if he can, you know, work on his jab, everything off the jab, I honestly do believe that he can win this title. But he's got to maintain that discipline.
The bill obviously also featuring Joe Saunders, who was originally on the Manchester bill, but the London show is better for him, really. It's
better for him, and also he wasn't ready. He had a calf injury about 6 weeks ago, so a bit of extra time for him. And as you say, it's on a London show, so it made more sense for him to fight on that. He's going to have a warm-up fight, you know, hopefully nothing too demanding, and then fight Andy Lee.
We'll come on to that in a minute. Also on the bill, Ovill McKenzie seems to be right on your case for a world title shot.
Well, you know, Ovill's a really nice, you know, he's a nice guy, and he deserves a shot. You know, he's paid all his dues. He's been sort of considered a journeyman as such for years. I don't mean that in a derogatory term, but he's gone out and sort of turned his career around. He's British Commonwealth champion. He's ranked above Tony Bellew, and he's ranked above Nathan Cleverly in that division by Fight News. And I think quite rightly he deserves that shot. I think you know, he comes through this fight okay on the 24th, and we'll be looking to try and do something for him.
Obviously, you know, you made a point of saying he's avoided, and he has been throughout most of his career, and he believes he has been as well. But has that been hard to obviously get him certain fights that he wants?
Ovill? Yeah. I'll be lying if I tell you any different. I've never looked at him like that. He's always been the guy, you pick him up last minute and you offer him a fight, and because he's such a pro, he's in the gym, and you know, Tony's done a tremendous job in training him, and I think now he's come through, and I think he's seized all these moments, and now he's got the credibility, and because of his dedication and what he's put into it, he deserves to be where he's at. But you know, I'd be lying if I said that I was, you know, made fights for him to win. He's beat all the guys that we put him in with, because he's shown what a warrior he is.
Yeah, absolutely. Interestingly, obviously, you said in the press conference, 5th of September is the date proposed for.
That's the proposed date.
Saunders and Lee.
Yeah.
Surely this fight's happening in London, has it?
Well, I think it makes sense, but you know, Adam Booth and I have got a lot of negotiations to get through and sort out before we get to that. But hopefully we will get that sorted out fairly soon. But it's on. This main thing is been ordered, and it's on, and we're going to move on with it.
And if it is in London, are you looking at an outdoor venue for this?
Yeah, I think it deserves that. I think it's a big fight. It's a great fight. It's a good fight. I mean, you look at Andy Lee, what he's done over the last few years. I mean, he's been, you know, it's marvellous what he's done when you think he's gone into every fight as an underdog, and the old equaliser's taken everybody out, behind on points on all the cards, boom, done their business. You know, Bill's got a good chin. He's a very good boxer. So I think it's a cracking fight. It's got the ingredients of a real tough fight, and we find out who the best traveller is. 2 travellers fighting for the world title. I can't think when that was done before.
If it has been done before.
I don't think it has. Yeah.
It has. Frank, we're Chris Eubank feature in any of your bills in the coming months?
We will see. We're talking at the moment. We'll see what happens.
No more to say about that?
No more. I've got a headache.
Is there anything else coming up? Obviously, we know, the whole Klitschko Fury thing's still somewhere there in the background.
I think that's going to. I think that'll go out to Perspits. That's what I think will happen with that.
That a concern for you?
Well, not really. It'd be nice to have done a deal, but if it goes out to Perspits, it goes out to Perspits, and whatever happens, that's not such a bad thing. As long as the fight goes on.
Has he made some comments recently about willing to come to the UK?
I keep reading stuff every day, but what they say and what they do is two different things.
Are you confident of being, competitive as you always are in Perspits?
We are competitive in Perspits, but let's be realistic about it. They've got 80% of the purse to play with, so they can increase their bid if they need be. But we think we'll give it our best shot if we go to Perspits.
When's the cut-off time for that?
I think it'll happen within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Any other news you want to tell us about?
What else is happening? No, it's all good. I mean, we've got a load of our guys in title fights. Sorry, Flanagan got a tough fight. He's fighting one. We're going to announce another world title fight in the next couple of weeks for another one of our fighters who's going to be involved in one. So we've got some good stuff coming out on BoxNation. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm trying to second guess that.
You'll have to go and lie down all afternoon. There's too much going on in there.
There is a lot of things going on. But like I said, this bill here is a great bill.
It's a great little show. Yeah, it's a good show, and they're good fights. I mean, they're competitive. It's a funny thing with the Shudanov. Guys only had 13 fights, won a world title, beat Stern. It's a bit of a thing to go to Germany and do that, but he did it. And there's Frank, who's suddenly been gifted this great chance of fighting for a world title. And as I say, I think he, because this guy, because of Shudanov only having 13 pro fights, I know he's had a lot of amateur fights. I'm hoping that Frank's got, he's not as experienced, and that Frank can take advantage of that. So that's really where we're rolling the dice. It can be beaten, this guy.
And I suppose Lee Markham as well will be hoping Frank does come through it, because they just I think they just agreed a deal.
Well, they've agreed
the table.
They've agreed a deal. Yeah. Now, we'll see what happens. But his last fight with Lee was very competitive. I thought he won the fight. I don't think it was a draw, but anyway, it was what it was. And I think Frank Buglioni actually needs you get to a stage as a lot of boxers where they actually need something between their teeth. Sometimes it just becomes like a treadmill. You're having a fight. Yeah, it's a marking time job. This is a fight. He's going to be in a fight here, and this is going to say a lot about Frank. He's now got the opportunity, and I believe and hope he can rise to the occasion.
Can we expect to see Derek Chisora?
Sorry?
Derek Chisora?
I spoke to Derek on Friday. We're meeting this week. See where we go with him, see what we're doing.
Is he still motivated for fighting?
Yeah, he told me. He said to me he wanted to fight somebody in the top 10. That's Derek, You said to Derek, I've got to have a warm-up fight, bringing in Joe Blow from Alamo. He's not interested. He wants to fight somebody in the top 10.
All right, Frank. Listen, thanks so much for IFL TV, and I'm going to catch up with you soon ahead of all the forthcoming bills.
Yeah, and don't forget about some of those youngsters. Those great young fighters we've got coming through. There's some seriously good young fighters. Well, I'm telling you, this time next year, we're going to be in a seriously good position with some of those kids. They're quality fighters, and I really do believe that we're going to see something a bit special. I mean, it's great at the moment, and congratulations to Askins to win the title the weekend, and we've done absolutely good for him to do that, and it's fabulous. I mean, we're having a real bit of a golden period, don't we, at the moment?
The next generation of fighters coming through.
And we've got the youngsters coming in, which I think some of them are even better than some of the guys now.
I thought you were going to say this time next year we're going to be millionaires, Frank.
Oh no, I keep going in that old garage, that old lock-up of mine. I can't find it. I'm looking at it.
I
can't find it.
No,
just can't find it, mate.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Andy.
The world is your lobster, isn't it?
Thank you.
Cheers.